Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Remember, if you like any of my videos, if you like this one, if it helps you out just a little bit, consider donating to help support the channel. I have links down below for PayPal and Ko-fi.com if you want to do such a thing. And we always appreciate it. Our supporters are just fantastic. We love them. We appreciate them. And thank you. Also, I have books for sale, including Live in Cambodia, a guide for living in the Kingdom of Wonder, and my debut horror novel called Pray for Salvation. If you want to read that, there's a link down below where you can purchase it, along with all the rest of my books. And we appreciate it. Thank you. There are certain things in Cambodia you might not be aware of. Things that are just not proper to do. Let's put it that way. And I'm sorry if my voice is sounding kind of sore, but I have a sore throat. I'm not really up to par, I guess you can say, but I'll try to do this as best as I can for you guys. Believe it or not, in Cambodia, it's legal to sell and to purchase images of Buddha. Cambodia is about 97% Buddhist, and you can buy all manner of Buddhist things. You can buy Buddhist statues, artwork, paintings, posters, T-shirts, almost anything you can think of with that could have the a Buddha image on it. You can purchase here. And it's legal to sell, and it's legal for you to buy. However, a little known fact is that it is illegal for you to take those items that contain a Buddha image out of the country. It's not a big deal. It's not like they're going to throw you in jail or give you a big hefty fine if they find you trying to take a Buddha T-shirt out of the country. As a matter of fact, that they probably won't even notice or try to persuade you not to. But technically, it is still illegal to do that. It's just something you should think about. I know if you come to Cambodia, even as a tourist, you might want to come here and purchase some knickknacks and some items and, for your family and friends back home. But just keep that in mind, that if you go to leave and they do notice it and, they might just take it and tell you, hey, you can't take this out of the country. So while in country it is legal to sell and to purchase, trying to take it outside could be problematic. I just want you to be aware of that. Like I said, it won't be a huge deal, but it just something to, just something to think about. Let's put it that way. And speaking of that Buddhist tradition, something you should never do is touch people on top of their head here. That is considered very disrespectful, because in the Buddhist culture, the head is a holy place. It's considered sacred. And sometimes you're walking down the street, you see all these cute little kids, and they come running up to you, or they start saying hello, and you just want to reach out, maybe tousle their hair or pat them on the head, or you know, whatever the deal is, just don't do it. It's a very disrespectful thing in this culture. Even if you know them, even if you live around them, even the parents of these children, you don't see them doing that kind of thing, because the head is considered the holiest part of the body, and so you don't want to have anything to do with disrespecting that, let me tell you. And on the other hand, that's why they also take off their shoes and their footwear before they enter a building in general. Now, that's not everywhere. I've been in places here before, especially bars and nightclubs, where it doesn't matter. You can just go right in, with your shoes or with your flip-flops or whatever. But when you go into somebody's home or into some of these smaller establishments and businesses, if you walk inside, you are expected to take off your footwear, your shoes or your flip-flops, because that's considered respectful. Because just as the head is the most holiest part of the body in Buddhist culture, the feet are the lowest. So, and the general rule of thumb here is that if you're outside an establishment and you want to go in, just look out front. If you see a lot of flip-flops and a lot of shoes hanging around, yeah, it's probably best if you take yours off too, because that's probably their policy, and it's something to think about, so you don't disrespect the culture here. And because Buddhism is such a peaceful kind of spiritual thing, you don't see a lot of people outwardly getting upset or demonstrative of things that make them angry. And I know I've said this before, but I think it bears repeating that getting angry here and showing that in public, creating a fuss and creating tension, is not doing you or anybody else any favors, because they really kind of look down on that. Believe it or not, Cambodia is filled with mainly very peaceful people who just want to live their life the best they can with what they can afford. I've talked about this before. They're very friendly, they're very outgoing, they're very giving, and they don't generally demonstrate anger or ill will, at least in public, if something makes them angry. So that might also be something, just to think about, just to chew on. I know there's sometimes things you want to get angry about, and it's okay to have those feelings, but to go out in public and be demonstrative of those feelings, it's probably not going to do you any favors here. Let's just put it that way. And another thing you should never do in Cambodia is disrespecting an elder. If you ever get invited to a local's home for like dinner or lunch or something, you'll notice a certain trend. Everybody can be seated around the table, They can all have their plates of rice and fish and chicken or pork or whatever they're serving, but nobody will eat until the oldest takes the first bite. Because in this culture, elders are very much respected, and it's considered disrespectful if you do anything to usurp that hierarchy, if that makes sense. This culture is very much based on saving face, and that will include the elders. So you should always follow their example, and that's another thing that really, if there's anything here, if you're a first timer and you're coming here and you don't know, and there's anything here you're wondering about, the best thing to do is to observe the locals, see how they react to situations, see how they respond to different things, see what they're doing, and just try to follow suit. Because I know there's a lot of conflict sometimes at the temples. Temples here are everywhere, and I love them. But sometimes foreigners, they go into the temples and they have, they're wearing clothing that is not designated for a temple. They're going in with sleeveless shirts and short shorts and short skirts and dresses and for the women and things like that. And in this culture, that's just not acceptable. You want to dress appropriately. Cambodia, as I've said before, is a very conservative country when it comes to their beliefs and religion. So if you're going to a temple, if you're going to observe some Buddhist holiday, dress in the manner that the locals do, which usually means, shirts that go below your elbow, pants and shorts that go below your knees, and things like that. Hey, it's not a country where you got to cover yourself up and, hide your face and cover your hair or anything like that, but it is a bit more conservative than what you might be used to, and it's just something you should think about so that you don't make them lose face, and you don't have to lose face if they have to say something to you, and stuff like that. Again, I apologize for my voice. It's I just got a really sore throat. But still, I hope that helped you out. And be sure to check out all my links down below. Like I said, I have PayPal and Ko-fi.com. Purchase my books. Check out all the other channels that are down there. I got a whole bunch of them that you'll love. Dealing with all this stuff from this part of the world. And from Siem Reap, Cambodia, I will talk to you guys in the next one.